Welcome to 2025 Blockbuster Movie Trivia. What a year for cinema. Record breakers, reboots, and wild surprises. Think you kept up? 22 questions. Let's go. Let's start with a record breaker. The Conjuring Last Rites broke which film's record for the biggest global horror opening weekend of all time? It from 2017. A Quiet Place, Get Out, or Halloween? The answer is It. Last Rites opened to 194 million worldwide, dethroning the 2017 horror classic by just 4 million. The Warrens saved the biggest scare for last. All right, superhero fans. Who plays Superman in James Gunn's 2025 DC Universe film? Henry Cavill, Tyler Hoechlin, David Corenswet, or Jacob Elordi? David Corenswet. He takes on the iconic cape as Clark Kent in the new DC Universe, alongside Rachel Brosnahan as Lois Lane. A fresh start for the Man of Steel. Here's one for the awards season buffs. Ryan Coogler's vampire film Sinners earned how many Oscar nominations, breaking the all-time record? 12, 14, 15, or 16? "16 nominations. Sinners shattered the previous record of 14, held by Titanic, All About Eve, and La La Land. A vampire movie making Oscar history. Who saw that coming? Streaming wars time. Which platform released K-pop Demon Hunters, the most watched streaming film ever? Disney Plus, Amazon Prime, Netflix, or Apple TV Plus? Netflix! K-pop Demon Hunters dropped in June 2025 and absolutely dominated, racking up over 500 million views. Talk about a global phenomenon. Box office battle. Which film led the 2025 domestic box office with $424 million? Superman, Zootopia 2, a Minecraft movie, or Avatar: Fire and Ash? A Minecraft movie. Who would have guessed? The blocky video game adaptation topped the US box office at $424 million, narrowly beating out Lilo and Stitch. Brad Pitt question. He starred in which 2025 film that became the highest-grossing sports movie ever? Rush 2, F1, Grand Prix, or Pole Position? F1. Directed by Joseph Kosinski, this Formula One thriller earned $632 million worldwide, making it Brad Pitt's highest-grossing film of his entire career. Speed round. How many days did it take Ne Zha 2 to reach $1 billion at the box office? 8 days, 12 days, 17 days, or 21 days? Just 12 days. Ne Zha 2 hit $1 billion in 12 days, the fastest ever for an animated film. Absolutely blazing speed. Dinosaur time. Which actress leads Jurassic World Rebirth, the first Jurassic film without any returning actors? Bryce Dallas Howard, Scarlett Johansson, Florence Pugh, or Margot Robbie? Scarlett Johansson! She leads an entirely new cast alongside Mahershala Ali. in director Gareth Edwards' fresh take on the franchise. A complete rebirth indeed. Critics versus audiences. Which 2025 sequel holds the record for the largest critic-audience score gap in Rotten Tomatoes history? Snow White, Happy Gilmore 2, Five Nights at Freddy's 2, or Zootopia 2? Five Nights at Freddy's 2. Get this, critics gave it just 13%, but audiences gave it 87%. That's a 74-point gap, the largest ever recorded. End of an era. Who directed Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning? Tom Cruise's last film as Ethan Hunt? J.J. Abrams, Brad Bird, Christopher McQuarrie, or Doug Liman? Christopher McQuarrie. He directed his 5th consecutive MI film, wrapping up Cruise's 29-year run as Ethan Hunt. What a legendary partnership. Marvel fans, which actor plays Reed Richards in the Fantastic Four: First Steps? John Krasinski, Adam Driver, Pedro Pascal, or Oscar Isaac? Pedro Pascal. The internet's favorite dad is now Mr. Fantastic himself, alongside Vanessa Kirby as Sue Storm and Joseph Quinn as the Human Torch. The MCU's first family has arrived. Behind the scenes time. The live-action How to Train Your Dragon used what surprising practical technique for its dragon close-ups? Train birds as movement reference. Puppeteered heads with live performers. Full-body animatronic suits. Or AI-generated holograms. Puppeteered heads with live performers. Director Dean DeBlois had puppeteers stay in character between takes. If actors leaned on them, they'd shake them off like real animals. Old-school magic in a digital age. Sandler fans rejoice. Adam Sandler returned to which comedy role in a 2025 Netflix sequel? Billy Madison, Happy Gilmore, Bobby Boucher, or Nikki? Happy Gilmore! Nearly 30 years after the original, Sandler got back on the golf course, and Netflix viewers ate it up. 135 million views. Record books time. What milestone did Zootopia 2's opening weekend achieve? First animated film over 400 million opening. Largest animated opening ever at 560 million. Fastest to 500 million worldwide. Or highest grossing Disney sequel opening? The largest animated opening ever, $560 million worldwide, and the 4th biggest opening of all time. Prestige Cinema Alert. Paul Thomas Anderson's One Battle After Another stars which actor in the lead role? Joaquin Phoenix, Leonardo DiCaprio, Daniel Day-Lewis, or Bradley Cooper? Leonardo DiCaprio. His first collaboration with PTA earned him a Best Actor nomination, and the film received 13 Oscar nods total, plus Best Picture at the Golden Globes. Disney Remake Showdown. Which live-action Disney remake became the first Hollywood film of 2025 to cross $1 billion? Snow White, Lilo and Stitch, Moana, or Hercules? Lilo and Stitch. Ohana means family, and this family earned $1.04 billion worldwide. While Snow White stumbled, Stitch absolutely crushed it. Franchise comeback time. What Rotten Tomatoes score did Final Destination Bloodlines earn, arriving 14 years after the last entry? 72%, 82%, 88%, or 92%? %. Bloodlines became the franchise's highest-grossing entry and its best-reviewed film ever. The previous best was just 63%. A 14-year wait was worth it. Rock and roll. Which actor performed Bruce Springsteen's vocals live on camera in Deliver Me From Nowhere? Timothy Chalamet, Austin Butler, Jeremy Allen White, or Tom Holland? Jeremy Allen White, the star of The Bear. He recorded 9 Springsteen songs himself, taking singing, guitar, and harmonica lessons. Springsteen personally wanted him for the role. True crime meets absurdity. In Channing Tatum's Roofman, a real-life fugitive secretly lived inside which type of store? Walmart, Toys R Us, Home Depot, or Best Buy? Toys R Us. The real Jeffrey Manchester robbed over 40 McDonald's through their roofs. Then, after escaping prison, hid inside a Toys R Us for 6 months. You can't make this stuff up. Chalamet alert. His Josh Safdie film, Marty Supreme, follows a champion hustler in which unexpected sport? Competitive eating, table tennis, pool, or bowling? Table tennis. The film draws from real-life 50s ping-pong hustler Marty Reisman, who once toured as the opening act for the Harlem Globetrotters. Underground ping-pong hustle, only in New York. Del Toro fans, listen up. He built a full-scale practical ship for Frankenstein on a gimbal. In what unlikely location? An aircraft hangar in New Mexico. A football stadium in London. An abandoned quarry in Iceland, or a parking lot in Toronto? A parking lot in Toronto. The ship rocked on its gimbal, surrounded by chip ice and foam for an Arctic setting. He even blew up miniature castles at 96 frames per second. No CGI fire for this man. Last question, and it's a wild one. Danny Boyle's 28 Years Later was primarily filmed using what unconventional camera? GoPro Hero 12, a modified security camera, iPhone 15 Pro Max, or a consumer drone camera? An iPhone 15 Pro Max. Boyle called it the most democratic camera in the world, continuing a tradition from the original 28 Days Later, also shot on consumer cameras. Some directors never change. And that's a wrap on our 2025 movie trivia. Thanks so much for playing. Hit that subscribe button for more quizzes every week, and let us know your score in the comments. Until next time, keep watching those movies.